Alright, quick heads up if you're in California, tonight and into the next couple days. This isn't a hype situation, but it is one of those setups where problems stack fast. Periods of heavy rain, gusty winds, and the kind of flooding that starts small then suddenly. You're dealing with closed roads. The big thing I want you watching isn't just the rainfall total. It's where it falls and how fast it falls. If you get a band that sits over the same area for an hour, that's when the street flooding and underpass issues show up. And when the wind is up at the same time, you get down branches, power flickers, and visibility going bad during commutes. So here's the deal. If you're in a flood-prone spot, near burn scars, or you travel through low areas, tonight is one of those nights. You don't wait and see. Once the water starts moving, we're going to break down why this pattern is happening, what changes day to day, and then I'll show you the Sunday severe setup that's starting to look more organized. Here's the simple version of what's going on. The atmosphere is set up like a conveyor belt. Instead of one quick storm and it's done, we've got energy and moisture feeding into the same general region in waves. Think of it like this: storms don't need to be severe to cause big impacts. If the wind pattern keeps steering moisture into the same corridor, you get repeated rounds. Rain band break, rain band again, and the ground never really resets. That matters because the first round saturates everything. The second round turns puddles into runoff. The third round is where the flooding issues start. And when the upper level pattern stays active, it keeps reloading clouds and rain bands. So you can go from light rain to a solid downpour without much warning. So for the next few days, I'm watching two things: where the heaviest bands train, and where wind lines up with that rain. Because when wind and heavy rain overlap, that's when conditions go downhill fast. Here's your quick impact checklist so you know what matters right now. Number 1, street flooding. If you see water pooling at intersections or creeping towards sidewalks, that can jump fast during heavier bursts. Number 2, underpasses and low crossings. These are the spots that go first, especially at night when people can't see depth well. Number 3, mountain travel. Even if you're not dealing with snow, you're dealing with lower visibility, slick roads, and runoff crossing lanes. Number 4, wind impacts. Gusts don't have to be extreme to cause issues. If the ground is wet and trees are stressed, you'll see branches down and random outages. And number 5, and this is a big one, burn scar, debris flow risk. You don't need a hurricane for that. Just a focused heavy burst over the wrong spot. So if you're in an area that has a history of flooding, or you've got to commute through low areas, treat warnings seriously. The whole point of this channel is you get the heads up before it gets messy. Now let's talk timeline, because this is where people get confused. Even in an active pattern, you'll still get lulls. And a lull doesn't mean it's over. It just means you're between waves. For the next few days, expect that rhythm. Rain increases, then eases. Then another band rotates through. If you're watching radar, you'll see it as repeating lines or clusters. The trend I'm watching is whether the heaviest rain stays pinned near the coast and valleys or shifts. Because small shifts change which counties get the worst flooding issues. Also, watch the timing. Rain during the day is one thing. Rain at night is where the road hazards spike, and people take risks because they can't see standing water. So the goal is simple: don't get tricked by the calm periods. If the pattern stays active, it's going to reload. Next, I'll show you the Sunday severe setup. It's lower end right now, but the ingredients are enough that we can't ignore it. Let's talk Sunday right now. This looks like a low-end severe setup, meaning not everyone sees storms. but the storms that form can still hit hard. The main hazards in these kinds of setups are usually damaging wind and hail, and occasionally you can get a brief tornado spin up if the wind fields line up just right. It's not the most classic tornado day, but it's enough to keep an eye on, especially if storms organize into a line. The reason Sunday matters is the transition. Once the pattern starts shifting, you can get instability building ahead of the next system, and storms take advantage of that warm, moist air. What I want you watching Sunday is, do storms stay scattered, or do they congeal into a more organized line? Because the moment you get a clean line, one damage becomes the top concern trees. So we'll keep this realistic. Not a historic outbreak, but a day where warnings can pop fast and people get caught off guard. And finally, fire weather. Even when storms are the headline, fire weather can sneak up when you get the wrong combo of wind and dry air. Here's what makes a fire day dangerous. You don't need triple-digit heat. What you need is gusty wind, low humidity, and dry fuels. If grasses and brush are dry and you add wind, a small spark turns into fast spread. So if your area is dealing with dry vegetation and strong winds, treat it seriously, postpone burning, secure anything that can spark, and keep an eye on local advisories. This channel is going to continue monitoring all of its severe storms, flooding issues, and fire weather hazards so you don't have to chase the information around.